So I'm about, let's see, just halfway point of the mash. You can see through the sight glass how clear it's running. So yeah, it's pretty light. I didn't exactly get all the grains that I wanted. I'll explain that. It's all I needed. I have all I need, just not exactly what I wanted. But I'll come up, give a look. Yeah, that's it right there. Running pretty good. So this is 18 pounds of 2-row and a pound of copper malt. I wanted to put a small canister of flaked oats in there, but I neglected to buy any. So that was a pound and 6 ounces. No, pound and 2 ounces. It's a small canister of oats is 18 ounces, so it's a pound and 2 ounces. Because I can do math. But anyway, alright guys, I just thought I would drop a little bit more footage in here, but yeah, about 28 more minutes and start my mash out and then start sparging. So anyway, that's it. And I thought I'd show you real quick the hop addition. So that's all Centennial. That's 2.5 ounces. That's my 60-minute. Then that's another 2.5 ounces, and that is the 15-minute. That's the yeast nutrient and the Whirlflock. Then that's 4.3 ounces, and that's my Whirlpool. So that's it. Should be 90-ish IBU or so, but figured I'd throw that in there for y'all. And yeah, I gotta remember to take that Whirlflock tablet out of there and throw it into the boil and not to my my strainer, because it tends to work better if it's in the boil and not in the strainer. But anyway, all right, started my runoff. Haven't checked gravities yet, so I don't know where I'm starting. But there's my old school stainless steel colander, dripping water, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll see you back in a few minutes. Check some gravities right quick. Still always surprises me when I empty my my Y strainer. I recirculate the whole entire mash time, and the only time I stop the recirculation is when I go to sparge. So I put on the Y strainer and it always catches stuff, and that just it blows me away. Can't get over it. But yeah, I figured I'd share. It's quite a bit of stuff in there. I mean, that's probably, if I had a dime set beside it, you know, it's probably closer to like a nickel diameter size. You know, it's quite a bit of stuff in there, really. All right, just started to boil about 5 minutes ago. So I've got 2.5 ounces of Centennial sitting in there, and it smells pretty good so far. My my pre-boil at 8 gallons is 1.075. My Beersmith equipment, I must not have set that up right, but it's telling me I should have a 1.086 at 6.5 gallons. Well, I don't start my boil at 6.5 gallons. I always start at about 8 gallons. So really, I think I'm ahead of the game. I may not have the gravity that I want at the end, but it should be volume, and volume would be much more than I need, which I typically do anyway. So I'll always get around 6.5 gallons in the fermenter. All right, guys, cheers. Got my mash tank cleaned out, so I need to go dump grains, and yeah, waiting. All right, just reached the 15-minute mark, so I'm kind of whirlpooling just to basically sanitize the counterflow. So yeah, I just put in another 2.5 ounces of Centennial. So right now there's 5 ounces in there. And that dude right there as I steam up, and down to 7 gallons. So I boiled off basically about a gallon of wort in about 45 minutes, and that's at 65%. So yeah, that's why I put 8 gallons in there. Excuse me. All right, guys. I mentioned it's like 9:30 in the morning. Close to 10 o'clock in the morning, and I've already had a beer. So anyway, I need to talk to somebody. All right, guys, cheers. All right, I'm about 4 minutes left in the whirlpool, so I've got my ice bath ready. So that's right now, that brown line That's the water return. The somewhat clear line. That's going to be my water out. So it's going to be into the chiller. Then the brown line will return it. So that's a 22-pound bag of ice, and that's the big 5-gallon, 6.5-gallon or so fermentation bucket. It's an old bucket, so I usually mill my grains into that bucket. So then now I clean it out and I use it for my chill. I haven't had to use that in a while because it's been winter. So now the groundwater temperature is a little bit warmer, so this helps me get down to pitching temp. Alright guys. Alright, there's the official. I got about 1086-ish with the refractometer, so I'm pretty close. That's about the same, within a couple points with my hydrometer. So it's cooled, and everything's pitched, everything's put to bed, everything's cleaned up. Alright guys. What's up guys? We're gonna do a kind of a beer review on the old Homebrew Wednesday today. You can see this is from the Dean's List. These are probably some of the nicest caps. Look how sweet those are. So this is Old Town Brown. The American brown ale gains a slight roasty character from a dark crystal and brown malts. Very light bittering and aroma hops make for a very enjoyable complex beer. Enjoy the Dean's List. 5.4%, 26 IBU. So we'll get it in the glass. I don't know why it's so stinking dark behind me. Let me try something. There we go. That's better. Alright, turn some lights on. Shed some light on the subject. So, let's get it in the glass, and we'll talk about my things, what I've done. We'll give a little bit of history about this beer, because I know about this beer. Alright, let's crack it and get into it. Try not to fuck this up. Let's see here. Do a little on this side. Here we go. And the cap is fucked. Not to get a better bottle opener down here. Anyway, alright, so dirty glass, a little smoke, nice carbonation, my kegs, so I'm not worried. Running out of room. So this brown ale is smells awesome, is a kind of a clone of a beer that's made here in Cincinnati. It's made by Urban Artifact. They make a lot of sours, Brett's, Midwest fruit tarts, which are sours, but made with just a ton of fruit. Some of them are thick like yogurt. You know, they're really super thick. You almost have to eat them with a spoon. But they have a beer. It's a tart brown with vanilla. It's called Owler. And Mike and I exchange beer mails regularly, and I sent him one, and he liked it a lot. So he liked it so much he decided he was going to dabble at cloning it. And I had one. I may still have one in my fridge, but the clone turned out really good, and didn't go over so well in NHC last year. But anyway, I think it's a damn fine beer. It's probably one of my favorite beers there. So then this year he decided to make it, but he didn't sour it. So this is the basic brown ale with vanilla, just not soured. So there's your history, children. It's got a really nice character. I really like the nose on this. It smells, really brings back Owler without that little tart on the back. I mean, you can smell tart, and you can't get it here. It's good. Really good. Real dry, almost like when you eat like walnuts. It's got that kind of walnut kind of fruity, and it just immediately dries the tongue. So this is also Tuesday night. So tomorrow is Homebrew Wednesday. So Homebrew Wednesday on a Tuesday night, my typical. So, man, this is good. This is dry AF. This is so dry. It's just like, it's a little bit of dark. I don't know what he used for the dark, but it's almost like he's got like oh crap, like a black malt, black patent, something that's really dries out and kind of almost I don't want to say chalky, because I don't mean like chalky, but just super dry, and it's just you just gotta peel it off your tongue. But it's super good. I'm not getting a whole lot of vanilla, but vanilla can be tricky. Did he put vanilla in this? I think he did, but I may be wrong. But anyway, no, it's super good. Super good. Really digging it. Yep. So, excuse me. So I brewed last Friday. I had Good Friday off. I came down Thursday evening, got my grains weighed out, got all that done, got my pots put together. Had 14 gallons of water sitting in HLT. It went in there at whatever my furnace is. It's like 100 and too much. It'll burn you basically, but the adjustment on that thing is garbage. But anyway, it went in and I got up. I was gonna try to maybe sleep in a little bit, but I ended up getting up at 6. So yeah, came downstairs. It's still sitting in 97. It was like 120. I'm thinking maybe give or take 5 or 10 degrees. But anyway, came down here still like 97 degrees, so it didn't drop that much. So had my hoses to recirculate the HLT, so came over, flipped everything on, turned the element on, started recirculating, and while that was recirculating, coming up to temp, weighed out my hops, weighed out my water additions, calibrated my new pH meter. So yeah, I was ready to go. Fucking just boom. So I already had my rice holes, and then I had my rice holes and my water addition already waiting in the mash tun. So when I transferred, fuck, everything was good. So then went out my day. So I need to adjust the recipe for volume. So my numbers are a little low, but my volume is quite a bit more. So I'm probably right where I need to be for 6.5 gallons going into the fermenter. This one is a 6.5 gallon starting boil, and I start at 8. So during the video, I go over the recipe. So it's basically 18 pounds of 2 row, 1 pound of copper malt, which is a 30 SRM. So it's gonna be a light beer. It's only 5% of the grist, right? So not quite. It's around 5% of the grist, whatever. So then it's 2.5 ounces of Centennial at 60, another 2.5 ounces of Centennial at 15. Then there's 4.3 ounces at 160 degrees in Whirlpool. And why 4.3 ounces? Because that's what was left in the 1 pound container. So shit ton of hops in there. My pre-boil was about 1074 at 8 gallons. That's that refractometer. So my hydrometer reading in, let's see, refractometer at end of the boil, 6.5 gallons, was at 1085. Hydrometer was right there, 1084-ish. You can't tell. You got a line, and you're a little above, a little over. So the hydrometer's pretty much spot on. So yeah, it's a big one. It's a big one. Fermented out with 1968. I'm sitting at 65 degrees. I'm going to go over here in a minute, and I'm going to bump that temperature up to about 70-ish, 75. Because 1068 doesn't attenuate much. It fluctuates hard. It'll fall out right now, but it doesn't. It leaves a lot of residuals. Oh, it's good. It's pretty good. So, yeah. Hope all you guys had a good Easter. I had a pretty good Easter. Man, I got 3 beer mails last week. I got beer mail from Matt at Wrecked. And I got Mike Dean sent me beer, right? Then Mike J sent me another load of beers. And man, I had Sunday, I got done doing some yard work. We had some company over, so I had the Kolsch, which is phenomenal. That beer was amazeballs. I really, really dug that. I had the Belgian wood, which itself was really good, and with the beer that probably blew me away was the black ale. He gave me 2 of those. One's bottle conditioned, one was keg conditioned, keg carbonated in a keg, right? You know, I don't know exactly how he does it, if it's pressure and time, or if he sets it serving pressure for 2 weeks or whatever. But anyway, that beer was. I don't like black ales. I've had black ales before, and I was never impressed, but that one was seriously probably the best black ale I've had, so it was really good. Can't complain. It was low ABV. The taste of black wasn't overly bitter. It didn't have I just like this. I think sometimes my black IPAs and stuff, they have this little twang to it, and I think it's water chemistry for me. But it was. If I want to make a black ale, I'd say that would be how I want to make a black ale. But so that's that. So pipeline stuff. Let's see. We had company over, right, Sunday, and I was gonna try to bottle that the barley wine. Well, that didn't happen. So it's still sitting in there. So once this beer's done, that'll go in place of the barley wine. The nipple's about done. I need to get some beer mails together for that. So then comes the next brew, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be Josh Secor, and I think I'm gonna throw down a Horndal fermented raw IPA. Say 40-ish IBU or whatever. Bring it up to right up to 200 degrees. Kill the heat. Dump the hops. Whirlpool for half an hour or so. Let the temperature fall, and then chill it. Dump the yeast. Then first dry hop at Heikrausen. Then the second dry hop a week in. Then probably hopefully keg it within 2 weeks. So I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to go down. One thing I forgot, rambling back and forth here. One thing I forgot for my brew day last Friday was flaked oats. I didn't have any, so I omitted that. So it should dry out just a scotch bit more, but probably not. If this gets down to about 10, 14, I'll be really, really happy. I'll probably do a backflip. Not really. Oh, Mike, this is good. This is good. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So, I got probably way too much footage of nothing, right? Because my brew day footage is basically, oh, look what I'm doing. Look, there's a whirlpool. Look, there's the mash. But anyway, I'm going to bump up the temperature on this. And on the beer, I need to get a gravity sample here pretty soon. So yeah. Oh, one other thing. I got a dog. Got a dog Saturday. Big dog. He's a part German Shepherd. He's long-haired. Like he's got some kind of collie or some kind of bird dog in it. 70 pounds. He look a horse. It's all legs. 2 years old. Might throw a picture of him too. So we're gonna stick with his name that he was at the shelter, which is Blackjack. I was trying to talk my daughter into calling him Simcoe, but she wouldn't hear about it. She wanted to call him Tiny Dog, so we settled on Blackjack. So anyway, all right, guys, that's it. I will hopefully see you guys next week. All right, peace. Cheers. Thanks, Mike.